Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do a little tutorial on this look right here. Excuse my hair, this is not a hair tutorial, please girl, we're just doing makeup today. I wanted to go for a little bit more natural of a look. I love doing this look with the bronzed out eyelid and pairing it with a really red lip. It always turns out super cute. You can pair it with a denim shirt or a denim jacket, turns out amazing, or some olive green makes the red lipstick really pop. So if you want some more details and learn how to get this look right here, keep on watching. Thanks. Alright, so first I'm going to go ahead and take my Cetaphil moisturizer. I'm going to do about a nickel size drop and disperse that on my hands and just really rub that nice and even all over my skin. Then I'm going to take my primer and using the Baby Skin Maybelline Instant Pore Eraser, more like a pea-sized drop on that one. Really just make sure you smooth that into all of your noticeable pores. Next, I'm going to go ahead and move on to my brows. I like to do what is called soap brows. You're going to want to get a bar of soap wet and just rub the brush along the soap and then dispense it with upward strokes onto your brow. I usually like my brow to look a little bit bushier and more natural. I do draw them in a little bit darker than my natural hair color just to add more dimension to my face. I'm going to go in with the Goof Proof Benefit Cosmetics brow pencil in number 2 and do upward strokes. You want to make sure that you're constantly brushing through your brows while applying your DipBrow pomade, powder, or pencil so that you can assure that there's no spots missed or else it will look like there's bald spots on your eyebrow. Next I'm going to use my Anastasia DipBrow pomade in soft brown. I like to use that to darken up the ends of my eyebrows and keep it lighter towards the bridge of my nose to make them look more natural. Next I'm going in with my concealer. This one is from Maybelline. I like to apply this before my foundation to just make sure that it hides some of that redness. My skin is definitely a little bit more on the red tone side and I just like to smooth that out with a beauty blender. I'm also going to apply that concealer on the lid of my eye to act as a primer base for my eyeshadow. I just like to warm that up with the heat of my finger. Seems to dispense a little bit easier. Next I'm going to go ahead and set that to prevent creasing in the eyeshadow. And the product I'm using is my Maybelline Fix. It's a translucent powder that should help with the creasing. Next I'm going in with my NYX Dewy foundation spray. It acts as a primer and a base to help everything just really settle in. Next I'm going into my 24 karat Maybelline palette and I'm going to just highlight a very light shade above the brow bone. Next I'm using my e.l.f. contouring palette to go ahead and just brush that along the lid to make myself look a little bit more awake, but give it a little bit more natural of a look. I'm going to extend that to the tip of my brow to give it a little bit more of a glammed up look. Next I'm going to take a highlighter from Smashbox Cosmetics and I'm going to use a concealer brush to apply that on the middle of my eyelid to provide more highlight to the eyeshadow color. Next I'm going to take that same blending brush and blend out any harsh lines from that highlighter that I applied. Next, I'm going to take my beauty blender and go into my foundation. I like to use the Fit Me from Maybelline in the shade 112. In the summertime, when I have a little bit more color, I use, I believe, 115. Next, I'm going to go ahead and start with my concealer. This is the NYX HD Studio concealer. This is one of my favorite concealers to use. And I'm going to put an equal amount on each side under the eye as well as in the corner to brighten up my face even more and to highlight. Next, I'll be putting that down the bridge of my nose and the sides of my mouth and my chin to brighten up the high points of my face. And I'm again going to use a beauty blender to blend that all out evenly. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take that same bronze color from the e.l.f. palette and rub that under my eyes and just really blend that out to give some more color. Next, I'm going to go ahead and set my face with that same translucent powder from Maybelline under the eyes and the chin and my forehead. And I'm going to let that set. After about 5 minutes, I'm going to take my brush and just dust off any of the excess amount. Next, I'm going to go back into my e.l.f. contouring palette and bronze up the face. Next, I'm going to go in with a more defined brush from Real Techniques. It's number 301. And I'm going to use that bronzing shade and contour the sides of my nose and my cheeks a little bit more, as well as the lower ends of the chin. I'm going to take my beauty blender and just blend out any harsh lines that the bronzer left behind. Next, I'm going in with my NYX foundation stick in the color 03, and that's really just going to define the contouring we just did. Next, I'm going to jump right into my Urban Decay highlighting palette, and it's in the shade Sin. I'm going to apply that in the corners of my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, and on the top of my cheeks to brighten up the face even more and give it a nice highlight. I also like to use it on the Cupid's bow and a little bit on the forehead. And as you can probably tell, I'm almost out of my mascara. This is also from Maybelline. I forget exactly what it's called, but I'll link it down in the description below. Also, I'm going to apply Vaseline to my lips. I do this probably about 4 times while I do my makeup just to make sure everything stays nice and hydrated. I'm going to go ahead and go in with, I forget where this lipstick is from. I will also link that in the description below. But I wanted to go with a more orangey toned red. It mixes very well with the bronzed look. And I'm going to finish that off again with the Dewy setting spray from NYX, which will complete the look. And I'm going to go ahead and lock that in by fanning it over my face. Okay guys, so that completes the look for today. The red lip really tied in nicely with the bronzed tones. If you'd like to see more, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave what you'd like to see in the comment section below.